Ouch. Meghan Markle's book Endgame. Obi Scobie, sales numbers are tanking. Sales numbers are tanking. Quick question for Prince Harry. Hey, Prince Harry, if you had to do it all over again, would you have chosen Meghan Markle to be your wife? Or would you have kept her as a side piece to have fun with? Little piece of candy. Meghan Markle, this new round of chaos, how's this working out for you? Has this improved your brand much? Doubt it. I think WME is really scared. All right, guys, let's get into it. Hey, YouTube family, how you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, I'm glad to be back. Sorry I was away for a couple of days. As many of you know, I am self-employed, so I was really busy working, plugging away, but I'm glad I've got some free time now, and I'm ready to chat with you. All right, let's get right into it. Okay, it looks like Meghan Markle's book Endgame. Obi Scobie is her mouthpiece. Looks like the sales numbers are tanking. All right, Barnes & Noble's got her the ranking at 162, and Amazon is at 186. So this book only reached top 100 like for a day and a half or something, and this was like midweek. It did not last there that long at all. So I'll keep you posted. So it looks like, I also hear, by the way, that in England they're selling the book for 50% off, and then here in the States, in Montecito, they're not even offering the book for sale. And Kitson's, they're not offering the book for sales. They say that even spare, people are trying to give away. I mean, there's so many books of spare on the market. See? You never win when you play dirty, baby. All right, so listen, I got a question for these three, and I want you guys to let me know what you think. Do you think this is the end? When they titled this book Endgame, is this pretty much the end, the beginning of the end for Harry, Meghan, and Obi Scobie? I think so. I really do. Let's get into Obi Scobie right quick. Now, many look at him and think he's a young guy. He's not. He's in his 40s. He's like 42, 43 years old. And he can't keep a job. He cannot keep a job. So he decides to jump into Meghan and Harry's chaos, which you can see he and Meghan have a lot in common. Besides the skin bleaching and the hatcheting your face up, because he had all that work done on his face. He looks really weird. But he's a 42-year-old man who's got racial identity issues too, from what I hear. That's what I hear, because, you know, he calls himself biracial. So we're not going to get into that. But anyways, how is this book working out for you, Obi Scobie? How is it? What kind of job are you going to get now? So it looks like you're not going to make much money off of this book. I mean, you're going to make some, but not much, because the sales numbers are tanking. So you got to save every single red cent, every penny. Why? Because what's going to be your next job? Where are you going to work next? Maybe you have a sugar daddy that's taking care of you. Is that what it is, Obi Scobie? Well, I'm sure Meghan can tell you all about that. All right, let's get into Miss Meghan Markle. Meghan, now that you've initiated or cultivated this new round of chaos, because that's what you're addicted to, because you're like in a real unhealthy space, you're disordered. So this is probably normal chaos. It'll be a new round next month. But how is this working out for you? Is this bringing you closer to influential brands or luxury brands? Do you think Dior really wants you to be the face of them now? How about the Hollywood power players behind the scenes? Do you think they even want to come near you now that you have really basically called King Charles and Princess Kate racist, when we all know that you're the one that want nothing to do with being black? You never did until you thought you could be a tool used to hammer and tear down the monarchy, the British monarchy. I told you to leave them people alone, girl, and you have not learned yet. This is the long game they playing with you. Long game. And you're still losing and you don't see it. Your brand is trash. And I bet you, when I said Princess Anne must look at you and think you smell like piss and vomit, because I bet you be in that Montecito mansion by yourself, throwing back wine, bottles of wine, giving you shots of Ozempic, sticking your finger down your throat and vomiting and pissing on yourself because you're drunk. I bet you are spinning in that mansion. You know how I can tell you're spinning? Look at the decisions you make. If you are in a healthy space, you would look healthy. Your decisions will basically be on point. Decisions that will benefit you and not hurt others. But instead, you decided you were going to be part of this, in my opinion, that you're going to be part of this book, that you just continue to slam Kate and King Charles. Like, you're really hurting these people. Like, you're really hurting these people, and you're only hurting yourself. Now, how's this working out for you, Meghan? Will WME, will this suddenly, someone will give you an opportunity to really work on a project or be the face of a luxury brand? Really? I doubt it. But I'll keep watching. Maybe I'm wrong, but we shall see. But my question is, what's next, Meghan? What's next? You got only one book, and you're holding on to that one. And that's it. Once you do that book and the sales will shoot up, because what you're going to do, this publicity stuff, put the names in, whatever publicity trick that WME and all them people, all you guys do, you play trickery and think we don't see it. But you're going to save that for last when you really run out of money. I get it. That's what's next. But I'm like, what project you got in the pipeline that you claimed about? All right, Harry, let's get on to Prince Harry. Prince Harry, if you had to do it all over again, would you have chosen Meghan Markle to be your wife? I don't think you would have. You should have given it a year, just like your grandma said. You should have given it a year till you really got to know this girl. She is a disordered. She's disordered. She can't even bond. She has no friends. She can't tolerate closeness. She doesn't even know how to be anybody else's friend. So she would not be able to handle your world in a healthy way. She would have just destroyed it like she's doing now. So Harry, if you had to do it over again, would you have married her? How does it feel being away from your brother? I know you love your father. You could talk to your father. Parents love unconditionally. But what about your brother, William? That's your blood. How does that feel? How about the godfather of your son, your childhood friend? He's getting married next June, and you're not even invited. How does it feel, Harry? How does it feel not being having a wife, and you got 2 children, and you can't even join your primary family, your wife and your children, with the extended family, those that you love the most? You can't even merge 2 families together. That can never work. You would have had to leave your family. You would have had to cut them off. But you didn't really want to do that, did you, Harry? What you really wanted to do was you had a bone to pick. So you were rageful, you're jealous, and you wanted to inflict some pain because you're in pain. But if you were truly together in a healthy space too, Harry, and you really wanted to just move on with your life like you claim you did, then you would not have had all of this negative stuff either coming out. You would have just cut it off, love your family, but you would have had to just live your life in privacy with you, Meghan, and your children. You wouldn't have to beat up on your father and your brother and your sister-in-law and the royal family as an institution. You would have just gone on in privacy and lived your life. You're not thriving, Harry. You're lonely. You are angry and vengeful too. That's because you got a hold of a viper. And she's holding on for dear life, and she will not let you go. So you're lonely, and you got 2 hotel rooms. Where are your friends? Where are your boys? What you doing? Can you even love on your kids in a healthy way? I wonder. I got a lot of questions, but I know I don't have enough time in this video. But my primary question to Harry is this. If you had to do it all over again with Meghan, would you have chosen Meghan to be your wife and the mother of your children? I don't think you would have. You should have just enjoyed dating her, spend time with her, and then when it was time, when you was ready to meet someone serious, then you would have met someone serious. But Harry, you weren't in that space anyways. She was a good tool for you to use because you had a bone to pick with your family, and you had some vengeance. You had some pain to inflict on them because you felt like you were hurt. Because it's a system, it's a hierarchical system that you can't change either, Harry. You're not ever going to change that system. Get over it. So Meghan was a good choice for you. That's why you chose her too. So she can she can kind of absorb some of that blowback. So she was too stupid and greedy to realize it too. That was a trap. I always tell Meghan, you drank from the poison chalice. That was a trap. And Meghan, your greed and your narcissism, all of that, I can go down the list. That took over, and you did not see the traps that were laid right out there in front of you. You didn't see it. And Harry, how is this working out for you? All right, guys, leave your comments in the chat. Let me know what you think. I want to hear from you. I want to thank you for watching. I'll chat with you soon. Love you. Ciao.